Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome to Monday Night Metals. We're going to run through the chat real quick and then we'll get to the guest of honor and the co-host here. We got FG Stacker was first, bright and early. Blue Collar corrected him on the time because I jacked it up. Sorry, it's my first week. Death from Below, Bob Waszczykowski is here. Littlefoot stomping his big feet up in here. Being Becky made it on time, actually earlier than we did. Good to see you, Being Becky. I got your email. That means I won't have to do your email. I think that is all that is here. So, oh no, Chris in Virginia is here as well. B. Taylor, Sobriety and Sober, Blue Collar Stacker, Dunning, Phoenix Coins. Good to see everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I am sorry I posted the wrong time, but we are at 6 Pacific Standard Time. And then, of course, we have Blue Collar Stacker, BCS in the upper right, and the one, the only from Studio 304, Emperor Wang in the bottom.
Aloha, everybody.
And are you broadcasting live from Studio 304 or is it Area 51 tonight?
Live from Studio 304, baby.
Yeah, baby. What's going on, Mr. Wang?
Not much is new. I'm pretty excited. I have an upcoming video about a key date UK gold sovereign. As you guys know, I'm into that sort of thing. It's a historical item. So this one should be a cool video. I was hoping to film it today, but I couldn't get around to it. So maybe tomorrow.
Sounds good. And was it a gold sovereign? What is it, a gold sovereign, you said?
Sorry, your volume is low on my end.
Oh. How's my volume? Hey, chat, how's my volume? Turn me up.
Good to me.
Let me mess up my mic a little bit here.
So it's a gold sovereign, you said?
Yeah, it's a key date Jubilee head sovereign. So there were 3 depictions of Queen Victoria on the sovereigns. There was the young head, the Jubilee head when she hit 50 years of reign, and then there was the old head. The Jubilee head, those tend to kind of come at a premium. And I have one from the first year of issue that's kind of like a key date. So that was an extra premium, and it ended up being in way better condition than I was expecting. And it's raw, so it's definitely going to go off for grade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, where did you pick that up from?
Straight from the Royal Mint, and it might be the last one I get direct from the Royal Mint because of a tariff situation that I think went into effect right at midnight last night.
So you didn't have to pay any tariff on it, though. That's good.
Yeah, I think it's probably the last gold piece you could get from out of country without paying a tariff on for the foreseeable future. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
You know, it's funny. I was under the understanding that there wasn't going to be any tariff on gold.
Well, that's what he said, but then things changed and then it sort of turned into now it's like a blanket tariff on foreign countries. Certain countries have worse tariffs than others. The UK will certainly have more of a lenient tariff than others, but it won't be non-existent, at least as of now.
Yeah, I was watching. Who was I watching on whatnot? Oh, Stack Collector the other night, and it warned about tariffs on the screen. You know, it says you're going to be eligible for taxes and tariffs. So,
yeah,
it kind of sucks, but maybe you're going to have to just stay with buying American for a while.
Yeah, I think in the near future, I'll probably just be sticking with U.S. mint stuff. I actually wanted to ask you guys because silver hit $40, right?
Yeah, it did.
What is you guys' short-term stacking strategy right now?
Go ahead, Vegas.
I'm not really changing anything. I don't really have a schedule or a plan or anything. If I have some extra income and I want to, and I'm able to hit a coin shop or whatever, I will. I have a couple. I have a line on a couple wholesalers. So if I place an order, my whole plan is to get steady on Whatnot, and I haven't really gotten shit going on that yet. But once I get steady on Whatnot, I plan on ordering from the wholesalers I have in line, um, ordering for Whatnot and then ordering a little bit for myself, no matter what the price is. I don't. Blue Collar and I were texting earlier about this. I don't think you can slow down. I think you still have to, if you have, a certain budget, say $100 a week or whatever, you still have to go spend it, I think.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that theory. I'm just like I always say, I'm a stacker of opportunity, collector of opportunity. Whatever comes along that happens to be a good price, a good product for a good price, I'll be on it.
Do you think 40 is the new floor, or do you think it's going to keep going up?
I don't know. We talked about that today too. Me and Vegas on text. I happen to think 40 is going to be the new floor. Yeah. There's really no resistance above 40. So I think it's going to keep going up. And we were actually speculating earlier on what's going to happen when New York opens up tomorrow morning at 8:30, you know? So I told him, I said, well, it's either going to go up or it's going to go down. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen.
So, last time I was on you guys' show, I had some questions.
Yeah.
I brought some questions this time too, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
And
But real quick, what is your plan? What is with
so my plan in the short term is usually when I'm kind of unsure about silver and gold prices and where they're going to go, I kind of like revert back to numismatics, just like straight numismatics.
Yep.
So I think in the short term, I'll probably just be getting some numismatic pieces. And then once I get kind of like a bead on where silver and gold is going either way, then I'll make a decision at that point.
Yeah, and that's a great point because I actually just had that conversation with somebody today. And I said to him, I was like, a coin that I paid $75 for a year ago at the Vegas show is still in the gray sheet for $75.
Mm.
So silver's gone up over that year 60, 70%, but yet that numismatic coin stayed the same price. So
Yeah,
that's a good move.
Yeah, it's a different ball game with the numismatics because they don't really ever go down. They can hold for a long time. But silver, it's 40 now, but it's been 40 before. So silver could potentially take a nosedive in the future. But if you're carefully selecting a good numismatic piece, it's probably never going to dip the way a precious metal could dip. So I think it's a really good fallback point when the PMs are going crazy.
Yep, totally agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea, I like that idea with the sorry, I was typing in, and I like the idea of the numismatic things because like you said, I think the premiums tend to not be so high when the price is going up. And so it gives you that opportunity to hop in there on them. And like you guys said, the value's still there, even when
Yeah.
when it moves.
Yeah, they really hold.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
been some pretty good deals out there too. Numismatically, I'm talking about on like auction sites like Whatnot. And I don't really dabble in eBay, but I know on Whatnot there's been a lot of pretty good opportunities.
I'm kind of the opposite. I'm really not familiar with Whatnot. I know that occasionally eBay will have a great deal. I know that Pure Metals will occasionally have great deals. I've had a couple consecutive bad experiences with Pure Metals, so I'm not really on that anymore. I keep an eye on it. But eBay for sure. I should probably dip my toe into Whatnot. Come to think of it.
Yeah,
If
you
you
should.
know
You
what,
should definitely check it out.
if you know what you're looking for, and you know the value of pieces, Whatnot can be good. Blue Collar gets good deals on Whatnot because he knows like the value of some of the stuff. I'm not familiar with, the Morgans and some of the other stuff that Blue Collar is familiar with, and he snags better deals because some people don't really know what it is, so they won't bid on it. And if you catch the right seller, they you can get a good deal from them.
Yeah. I'm not a huge Morgan guy. I have a few. Not really my jam, but I do enjoy some Morgans.
Yeah. So numismatically, what are you going to be going after?
Well, as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Kingdom of Hawaii coins.
Yes.
I think probably I'll go after some more King Kamehameha the Third cents or pennies. They're artistically uh, not well rendered, and they were done with a private mint that didn't give full respect to the Kingdom of Hawaii. Um, but they were meant to be eradicated by the U.S. government when the Kingdom of Hawaii was annexed, and they're rare. So historically, I think they're very important to preserve if you can get your hands on one, and they certainly don't lose any value. So I'll probably go after some more of those cents.
Hmm. So the thing is though, like I wouldn't even have the first clue where to look for anything like that. Where do you look? In local coin shops over there, or?
Local coin shop. I'm fortunate enough where my LCS is owned by Donald Metcalf, who is an expert on Kingdom of Hawaii coinage. And he's probably the only guy I would buy raw Kingdom of Hawaii coins from because they're so heavily counterfeited. But
Oh,
I know that if
is
I
that
get one raw
yeah.
from him, it's going to be legit. Whereas if I were to buy one raw on eBay, I would probably assume that it's counterfeit. They're so heavily counterfeited.
Yeah, that I wouldn't have expected that from that.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I've ever come across one. That's why I was asking. It's like, but then again, I probably wouldn't have known what I was looking at either. You know.
Yeah. So around 1890, it's estimated, and I could be wrong because I'm just going off the top of my head here. But around 1890, as little as 11,000 of those cents were left, and all the others obliterated. Um, Probably since 1890, it could be estimated that there are as few as 7,000
Oh
left.
wow. So when
Yeah,
you say obliterated, what do you mean by that? What?
recalled and melted down.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
And they're copper, right?
Say again.
Are they copper?
Yeah, copper.
Yeah. Why would they do that? Why would they recall that and melt them down? It just seems kind of odd.
It was sort of a deliberate effort to kind of squash Hawaiian history
Oh, wow.
because they were minted as coins under the Kingdom of Hawaii, not the United States of America. And when the United States of America went through this decades-long effort to convert Hawaii into an American territory, they melted down coinage. They forbade the speaking of Native Hawaiian language in schools.
Hmm.
It was there's really no other way to put it than it was sort of a cultural genocide that was taking place.
Yeah. No, I never. never really knew the history of it. I just knew Hawaii was there. I didn't really, obviously living there, you're more invested.
Yeah, it's a fascinating history, and if you have any moral sense, it's probably like it will enrage you.
No, you're
I
probably right. Yeah,
yeah, it's just unconscionable the way they were treated and annexed,
yeah.
and yeah, for purely commercial purposes, it was all about money.
Was it part of the Spanish American War or something? What was the deal with it?
The deal was pretty simple. By the late 1870s and the early 1880s, the Kingdom of Hawaii was sort of at its cultural peak and uh, was seen as like a peer among nations. And around that time, for several decades, U.S. businessmen had been operating plantations, sugarcane plantations in the islands. And King David Kalakaua was allowing them to operate these plantations, but they had to give the Kingdom of Hawaii a cut. You know, you know, so much of their profits had to be given to the Kingdom of Hawaii, and it was as simple as these plantation CEOs were like, "Wouldn't it be great if we didn't have to give Hawaii a cut? How about if we just owned the place?" So, tale as old as time, the corporations that were in charge of the politicians rallied the politicians that were in their pocket and got them to annex Hawaii so they wouldn't have to pay any tribute to the king anymore. Um, Military strategery was never in the conversation. I always hear people say, well, if Hawaii wasn't conquered by America, it would have been conquered by somebody else to put a military base. And meanwhile, I'm reading the history and I'm like, that's never even spoken of. It's purely just money. They just wanted to not pay tribute uh, to the king. And they made it happen. And it ended up becoming a U.S. state.
Gotcha.
I think a lot of
Yeah,
that is lost in history. They don't, except I'm sure on the islands, but yeah, you don't really hear too much about it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a really good rabbit hole to go down. Um, and the Kingdom of Hawaii coinage is really good stuff for a numismatist to collect, in my opinion.
now, didn't you put a couple pieces in to be graded?
Yeah, they're on their way out. Well, I actually haven't mailed them yet because with PCGS you have to mail shipments of either U.S. or world coinage, and I have a world coin that I was either going to film today or tomorrow that I want to throw in with that same batch.
Hmm.
But yes, no later than tomorrow, those coins are going out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering about that because I had seen that video where you said you were going to put them in, and I just was making sure I didn't miss the return.
Yeah, one of them might be really good. I don't think it was Donald himself who holdered it and declared that it was MS-63 proof-like. I think he probably acquired it from somebody else. He's a man of few words, that guy. But whoever originally sleeved it was certainly optimistic about the grade. I don't know if I'm that optimistic, but I'm definitely curious about how it will come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what great people put on there themselves
Yeah,
without the PCGS qualifications.
yeah,
Everybody tends to think their pieces are higher than what I'm sure they grade for.
yeah. I'm a little more hesitant than whoever wrote that on the thing.
Yeah, generally they say the owner is good for one grade up, but Actually, the salesman could be good for 2 grades up. You know what I mean? If they're trying
Yeah,
to sell it to you, a 63 becomes a 65.
yeah. If it's MS anything, I'll be happy with that.
Oh, I
The
bet.
truth is, most of those old Hawaiian coins have been cleaned. The surviving copies, because we're talking about a population of coins that has mostly been culled. So
Mhm.
really, most of them have probably been cleaned, especially if you get one raw. Uh, and I think that one was clean too. I think it's yeah, but we'll see.
They say that about a lot of the older stuff. At some point in time, blue collar often, he says it quite a bit. They always say in some point in time, somebody dipped it, somebody cleaned it in some manner or form.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, they say 85% of all Morgan dollars have been cleaned at one point or another. Now that could, who are they? I don't know. But I heard Dub C say it, so it must be true.
if Dub C said it, it is true. I
Without question.
everything that guy says, I will accept as fact, hands down.
Because we all know he has knowledge out the ass.
That's right.
I mean, if you think about it, though, you look at some of these Morgans that are 100+ years old, and they still look good. So yeah, I mean, somebody had to clean them sometime in some way, somehow along the way. I don't know.
Well,
I
I
think
think
so.
the ones that look good, the ones that are like really worthy of an MS grade, a straight grade, we'll say, they were in somebody's collection since almost brand new. They definitely were not circulated. They were collected.
Got the alien there. I like it.
Oh, nice.
This lives on my coffee table, Vegas. Just so you
Nice.
know. So I think about you at least once a day
Oh,
because I always see this.
That's funny. Yeah, I got them all over my house, man. I got them on the stage. I got them on my nightstand. I got them over by my dresser. They're everywhere.
so
If breathing.
Shep says high-end hotels cleaned all their coins because their rich clients all wore white gloves in the 1880s and to 1920s. That's an interesting fact.
Is that
That
is
is
that
an
why they
interesting
did it?
fact. I have some questions written down for you guys
Sure.
somewhere. I don't. Where are they? See, I'm so disorganized.
We
Oh
are
yeah.
surrounded.
Okay. All right. This first one is for both of you. I have one, just one for both of you, and then I have one for each of you, and then I have a final one later.
Sure.
All right. So this first one, last I checked, which was probably this morning, the gold to silver ratio is about 85-1. As of today, September 1st, 2025, which would you rather have? 85 ounces of silver or 1 ounce of gold today?
Blue collar, you want to start?
Well, being that I think the ratio is going to continue to go down, I would say 85 ounces of silver.
And I agree. Blue, actually, that's funny because actually Blue Collar and I were texting about this earlier, and
Yeah.
just like Blue Collar said, with the way things are going, silver has to not play exactly catch up, but it has to. I guess yeah, I guess you could say it has to play catch up, not exactly to 1-to-1, but the ratio has to get closer. I would think, in my opinion.
So
Yeah.
silver for you too.
Yes.
And how about yourself?
1 ounce
I
of
know,
gold.
I know the answer.
Yeah.
You're a gold man.
Yeah. I think it would have to be 1 ounce of gold. I believe in silver. I believe in a thing called love, but I also believe in silver. And I think it will break out. I just don't know if it's about to. I kind of want to be cautious.
The gold does seem to have more stability. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, over the long term, yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Gold is definitely a more stable investment. But that doesn't make it a better investment. I mean, it's all about timing, right?
Yeah. I think if I was more into buying and selling and, just like liquidating things on the regular, I would definitely choose silver right now. But uh, the truth is, I hardly ever sell.
Right.
I basically never sell.
Yeah. Well, I don't sell either, but what am I saying? I don't sell. I sell on whatnot, but I buy stuff to sell. So I sell out of inventory, but not out of my collection or stack. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Flip stack.
Yeah, for the most part, it's like stuff that I buy with the intention, like the gold backs, bought them with the intention of selling them. Certain other pieces, buy it with the intention to sell it, and then you don't feel bad selling it unless you don't make any money.
And then there's stuff that he buys with intention to sell, and then flips that around and intends to keep it. So
That happens. That does happen.
Yeah. It's not a huge community in Hawaii as far as stacking, so that presents its own set of challenges.
yeah, I don't
Well,
imagine there's too many coin shops, right?
There's only a handful, and some of them are like bad. I don't think my LCS is a good coin shop, to be honest with you. I think that anytime I've gotten a good deal there, it's been because the owner just didn't know what he had.
yeah, by
Um,
accident, right?
yeah,
Huh. Yeah.
That's all
So
supply
I
and
get
demand, though. I mean, if he's one of very few, if there's very few out there on the island, they can do what they want, and if
I'd
they
be
get what
curious
they
to
want,
know what
they're
Silver
good.
Sleuth thinks, like, about the coin shop situation. I want to know what Silver Sleuth's LCS is. He lives same island, but like a town or two away from me. Um, I'd like to hear his perspective on the stacking situation on Oahu.
Yeah, he's
But
not
as
in.
far as I'm concerned, it's kind of bad.
well, I think I would expect that, being that it's on a remote island in the middle of the Pacific.
Yeah,
There's not exactly great trade routes going to Hawaii, right?
yeah,
But then again, the mail goes there, and
yeah.
FedEx and UPS. It just costs money.
You just have to find the ones that are going to the ninth island and have them pick you some up.
One day I'll make it out to the ninth island. I've only ever been to the airport there in Vegas. I've never actually been into Vegas proper.
In my opinion, you're not missing much. In blue collar's opinion, you're missing a lot.
Agreed. I love Vegas.
You like Vegas?
I do love it. Yeah.
You're talking
What?
about actual Vegas? Or
No, I'm talking about the guy on the other end of the camera there. I love Vegas.
Well, we all love Vegas, but what do you feel about Las Vegas, the town?
Oh, Las Vegas. Yeah, no, that's what I was referring to. I do love Las Vegas. I like the weather. I like the scenery. I could do without the city itself, but the surrounding areas around the city, love it.
You like to gamble?
Not a big gambler. Nope.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I don't know
There's
how
a
to
lot
gamble.
more to, there's a lot more to do out here than gamble.
there is.
Once you get
Yeah.
away from the whole strip and all that aspect.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky. Fortunately, my wife is a gambler, but she's a very good gambler because she knows when to get up. If she hits a
Mm.
jackpot, she stands up and walks away. I would keep putting it in until it was gone, and then another 500 beyond that.
See,
No,
I've never
I'm a
gambled
terrible
in.
gambler. I don't know when to stop.
Yeah.
I don't know when to start. Like I don't know the
Well, you're better
rules.
off, trust me.
There is no time to start. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah. And my wife isn't a gambler either. She knows more card games than I do, though.
So if you guys have not seen Emperor Wang's last video, Mrs. Empress Wang
Empress
made a
Wang.
reveal.
Yes.
So if you guys have not seen that, go check that out. Very cool short and promotion for sure.
Yeah. She is tending to the kingdom right now. She's very busy.
The Empress is busy. That was a great video.
Littlefoot
you.
says Vegas is not for him. I agree. He says he's not into crowds, heat, or gambling. Yeah, then Vegas is definitely not for you. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas says Red Rocks, Valley of Fire are cool places. Those are cool places. Red Rock is a national park, and I think Valley of Fire is as well. Red Rock is awesome. Plenty of hiking out there, lots of trails. I used to do a little bit of rock climbing out there. You'll see wild donkeys out there. It's very cool out. It's a little cooler in temperature wise because it's up a little northwest area. So it's a cool area. And then we're not far from Utah or California. So it's not a bad place if you get away from everything.
Do you
what's
still do
cool?
rock climbing?
I haven't done rock climbing in probably 16 years or so.
Were you one of those like free solo psychopaths that climb with no gear?
No. It was all ropes, all no free climbing. It was all roped and all. When you go out to Red Rock, they have bolts that are into the rock themselves that you can clip into and everything. So it was really cool. And unfortunately, the guy that I was doing the rock climbing with, he was always in a rush because his wife didn't trust where he was and everything. So it took some of the fun away from it, and then it just I don't know, it just became unfun when you're trying to be out there in a rush. You want to take your time, have fun, and enjoy things. So
I was thinking you were going to say the dude felt as he was rushing. That's what I was thinking was coming, man.
No, but I have been out there before when you do see the helicopter picking somebody up, which is great. I've heard stories.
We did a little bit of trail hikes out there. And they have these like little rock outcroppings where there's spots you can kind of crawl in under a rock. And big rocks, I'm talking big boulders, find some shade. And underneath there's like hieroglyphics and stuff on the rocks that they say are like, what do they say, Vegas? Like 12 or 13,000 years ago, right?
Yeah, there are very old, very ancient hieroglyphs out there. And they have been vandalized before, and they really went after the people that did it, which was cool.
What kind of asshole would vandalize some ancient shit?
There's a lot of those out in the world, especially out here.
Yeah, they're out there. But yeah, I get your point, man. Who would think to even do that?
Little shitheads that weren't raised correctly.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to say, Silver and Cigars, he asked about when am I going to make my Buffalo video? Soon? I don't know. One of these days, I got to organize my stuff. I don't know, man. Soon, though.
He couldn't find his buffaloes if they bit him.
I'm telling you.
Littlefoot says the only reason
it's organized right now.
Littlefoot says the only reason he climbs rocks is to get away from something.
Yeah, right.
There's also B and Becky says they're petroglyphs, not hieroglyphs. There you go.
Okay, petroglyphs. Yeah, very, very good, Becky. Thank you.
There's also a lot of good mountain biking trails out in that area. I mean, there's a lot of outdoor stuff to do here, and when it's not 100 degrees, it's cool to get out there and do it. I definitely need to get in better shape and get back out there and do this stuff again.
So, Joe, I have a question from one of my readers.
From one of your interns, or from one of your readers. Okay.
One of my millions of viewers.
Okay.
So sure. one of my millions of viewers, not me, writes, Joe. One of the most compelling things I've heard you say is that a sufficiently advanced alien society would have no want or need of lights on their craft. So
That is
my
true.
question is, how does it feel to take a huge shit on all UFO sightings and crush the hopes and dreams of believers everywhere? And also, why are you a thief of joy? I guess that's a two-part question.
Okay. I'm a realist, first of all, and if you can travel trillions of miles across the universe slash whatever, why would you need lights? Why would you need lights on your craft? Really, think about that. Why would
You're
you
right.
want lights? Why would you want to be able to be visible?
You're right.
You
But
know what I'm
also,
saying?
why are you a thief of joy? This person asks.
I'm just saying. Just being honest.
I think
But
you are 100% correct.
maybe
Yeah.
the lights are coming from within the craft. Just like an airplane, airplanes have lights inside of it. They're walking around. You got to be able to see inside the aircraft.
Yeah, but why would you need windows, dude? Charles Lindbergh didn't even need windows. Charles Lindbergh flew across without a windshield, without view of the front of the plane.
But for the
They had like
scenery.
mirrors. They had like mirrors that they were looking out with.
Okay, so with that aspect, look at all these people with these trucks and all the neon under it and all that. They don't need all that stuff on the outside of their trucks, but they have it. Maybe
Yeah, but
that's their
none of those
version
are
of
sophisticated alien race.
that's their pimped out spacecraft. That's the fuzzy dice in the mirror and the neon glow under it. That's all it is.
I guess it's possible, and anything's possible.
It's just like their paint job. They got fancy lights on their car. That's all. Maybe they
Yeah,
need brake lights too.
yeah, but like the first UFOs that were sighted. I mean, how else are you going to sight it, right? If it doesn't have any lights on it in a completely black sky, you'll never see it. So that tells me 99% of all sightings are bullshit.
Hey,
Killing
Becky
the
says
joy,
they
murdering
would
the
be
joy
past
as we
the light
speak.
before they could see it. That is true.
Yeah, I mean, why? Why would you need it? I mean,
Yeah, they probably don't need it.
Maybe they
and
want to be seen.
if they're so sophisticated, they would have stealth technology where you wouldn't even be able to see them at all, even during the day.
Listen, maybe they want to be seen. There's a bunch of people in this town that do a lot of things just to be seen. Okay,
They
I
might
see
want
it
to
on a
pimp their
daily
ride,
basis.
just like Vegas is saying.
Pimp
Yeah,
their
maybe they're not getting enough attention from their alien wives or something.
yeah. They didn't get attention as little baby aliens, so they grew up and put lights on their spacecraft.
Look at that little guy.
If I had a freaking UFO, I'd want to pimp my ride. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
This see, you pissed this guy off. All right.
This is the
Oh,
sort
man.
of highbrow scientific discussion that people come to Monday Night Metals for.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely. We don't talk just
Exactly.
metals, okay?
Hey, maybe it's element 115. That's a metal.
Is that Bob Lazar's thing? The
It is,
element?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, think about Bob Lazar, right? He said that when you laid underneath the craft, you could see right through to the sky. It was invisible. So if he's not full of crap, then I'm onto something.
I don't know. Bob Lazar got arrested in the 90s for some sort of like online prostitution thing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So,
That doesn't make him a bad guy, though.
I mean, I don't think that makes him a good guy. I don't know. Like,
Hey, he provides the service.
yeah,
Oh no,
Bob Lazar.
was he the pimp or was he?
Yeah, he was like a pimp or something.
Maybe he was pimping
Which is
out
weird
aliens.
because you don't really think of like alien nerds as being pimps. But
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe he's just a grifter, right? Maybe he's just a con artist.
I mean, I don't trust anything that anyone tells me straight up until there's some sort of like source or citation.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so speaking of
Ah,
aliens
he says
and
maybe he's an alien.
Could be. Yeah.
speaking of aliens and questions, we have a question from our chat. Bean Becky, do you want to put your question in there? She does have a question for the one and only E Wang.
I have an answer.
Or do I have? I could always look up the email, but I think she wanted to ask it.
Nice. What are you drinking there, Ewang?
Vodka soda.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see. I'll read the email. So Bean Becky says, Emperor, you have said that you want to believe in aliens. My question is, what would it take to make you believe? Also, if given the option, would you choose to go for a ride with them?
What would it take to make me believe? Proof, proof, like proof beyond a reasonable doubt. I've said before that skepticism is like the chastity of the intellect. You don't really want to just give it up to anything, and because that can make you a fool. I invest belief only when there is proof. I can want to believe. I definitely want to believe in aliens, but I don't invest any belief in aliens right now.
Mhm.
Once there's proof, I will believe. If they existed, would I want to go for a ride with them? Well, that depends. I have no reason to believe that the aliens will be benevolent. My only frame of reference of when two races of sentient beings encounter each other is when two races or nations of human beings have ever encountered each other. And in deep history, it's always war. I have no reason to believe that the aliens would want to do anything other than get rid of us and take our resources. If they were benevolent, sure, I would love to take a ride.
See, I'm completely the opposite. I think if they're that far advanced, they're way beyond violence, right? They probably don't even have weapons on their craft. Okay.
I would have thought that humans by now would have been way beyond violence, but we're not.
We're in our infancy, right?
It's such a disappointment.
Yeah. Well, no, not in our lifetime or our children's lifetime or our grandchildren's lifetime. It's not going to happen. Now, when you get to the 23rd century, Star Trek era, maybe. But look at Star Trek. It's all about who's killing who.
Yeah.
You know, the Klingons, the Romulans, the this, the that. They're all fighting each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Southeast Decker says the day the government said aliens are real, he knew they were fake.
Yeah. And Bob Wojciechowski said lights on a spacecraft are about as useful as lights on a submarine. And that's a great point.
That is a great point.
And where was it? I forgot it. Where did that go? It was a Littlefoot comment. I thought. No, where'd it go? I lost a comment. Somebody said you were lying because you trust Dub C. Where did that go?
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
How did that
I
disappear?
did see. Oh, it's right here, Littlefoot, right above the Wojciechowski one.
Oh, he says E Wang lies. He trusts Dub C. So with that being said, if Dub C said that aliens were real, would you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Oh, that goes without saying.
No hesitation.
Yeah. Well, listen,
C might be an alien.
there have been congressional hearings recently. I don't know if you've seen them.
Oh, I've been following them closely.
And did you notice that they're always on between like midnight and 6 a.m. my time?
Yeah.
They put them on in the middle of the night so nobody watches it.
Yeah. I mean, there's some
have
smoke.
the advantage of being 6 hours behind me, but So it's during your prime time. But for me, it's always on midnight to 6 in the morning. So I'm always up to like 1, 2 in the morning watching these things. But there's been some interesting stuff.
You know, I would be tempted to say they're trying to bury it, but I also don't think the average person even cares. You know, 30 years ago, people would probably care, but right now, like the economy sucks, and most people are living paycheck to paycheck. So, like, who gives a fuck about aliens? They're like, I got bills to pay. You know, I don't.
True.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they don't. I'm surprised they don't put more emphasis on aliens to do the whole squirrel tactic and get people to look away from other things. You know how they tend to have one article and then all of a sudden they something else happens to get everybody to look the other direction. I mean, look how much they were talking about Fort Knox, Fort Knox, Fort Knox, and then all of a sudden it was a different headline. They just try and pivot your views into something else. So I'm surprised they haven't come up with the aliens to get people to look away from other shit right now.
I was actually thinking about the Fort Knox thing the other day. I was actually talking to Empress Wang about it. Um, you know, that was the hype there for a day or two, for like one news cycle, and then it just went away.
It's so amazing how the news media and um, control so much.
Yeah,
They they can make people look in whatever direction and whatever aspect they want.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
The media is crazy. When you have a private media, it will inevitably be controlled by corporate interests, and then but the alternative is what? Have a state media, and then it would be controlled by the
Right.
government, and you can't trust either one. Uh,
there's a third option though that we're creeping into now, and it's independent media, like independent journalism.
I don't know if I trust that
YouTube,
either, because
X.
that's people like me, and no one should trust me
Well,
or anyone else who's just a talking head on YouTube or Instagram. There's no trustworthy options as far as I can tell.
Well, see, that's the thing that people don't. They get so um, like blindsided or tunnel vision, and they just focus on one media outlet rather than looking at a couple different media outlets and coming up with their own decision. There's no way or no reason in this day and age, with the internet and everything we have at our fingertips, that you should just follow one news media and one person and listen to what they have to say and think it's the truth.
I agree with that 1,000%, Vegas.
I mean, that goes with politicians, that goes with media, that goes with everything. Um, just like you said with the aliens, you can't really believe it until you see it. All these news articles, and they say this, and then the next the other side will say the opposite thing. Well, there's always three sides to a story, and most people only focus on the one.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you
try
know
to
what?
read
Nowadays,
opposite points of view. Like I'll hear a news story or read something, and of course I'll have my impression about it, and I'll think that's either cool or fucked up. But then I'll go to websites that I know are not politically aligned with me, and then I'll read their take on the same story, and it's just like fascinating uh, to read how people have a completely opposite take.
hmm
Sometimes I can be swayed to their point of view, um, but whether or not I am, it helps me stay aligned, I guess, with humanity, so I don't feel walled off from other people.
yeah. Well, they're only ever going to show us what they want us to see, right? They're not going to show us anything they don't want us to see. So you can guarantee yourself of that. And as far as like you said before, you won't believe it until you see it. But now with AI, how can you even believe what you see
Yeah,
unless you
for sure.
physically see it?
I don't think AI is quite to the point where I can't tell it's not AI, but it will eventually get there. And yeah, and when that happens, yeah, we're basically all fucked.
Yeah, no, that's not too far off in the future, I don't think.
Yeah.
100%. It's crazy. You can, I mean, you can dub people's voices already with it.
Right.
So it's
Like
only a matter of time
Tom
before.
Arnold, for instance.
What's that?
No, I'm just breaking Wang's balls because I said Tom Arnold, for instance.
Yeah. You guys
No,
thought that was
real.
AI.
I admitted it was real. I saw it.
So
I
to
did.
all the people watching right now, I posted this Tom Arnold video, and I think both of you guys thought it was AI. And if you guys watching didn't know, I sent kind of like a salty email to both Vegas and Joe, and 100% of my motivation for sending that email was because Tom Arnold put great effort into that video. So when I read the skepticism, my first reaction was like, but Tom Arnold tried so hard, you know? And I was like, man, I can't have them thinking that Tom Arnold didn't put that effort into that. So I sent you guys an email. I was like, yo, that was actually Tom Arnold. So that's what happened, folks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm like, wait.
Wasn't paying attention yet.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, that was. I don't know if that was hard. I was like, I couldn't believe one way or the other. I was confused.
Yeah, no. When I first saw it, well, first of all, you have to excuse me because I think I was on the cruise when you put that out. So I might have been drinking when I watched it. I don't know, but yeah, my first initial thought was that has to be AI. Why would Tom Arnold do that?
He did it
I
for
didn't
dirt
realize
cheap,
Tom
man.
Arnold does that.
Yeah. The True Lies days are over. He's doing
Yeah,
shit for dirt cheap now. So, but he did a great job. So that was my motivation. I was feeling really defensive over Tom Arnold. So.
Like you said, he's got 3 ex-wives, so he's got to do this now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the link for that. What was? I don't know. I don't remember the title of it.
I think it was like something guest host. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you,
Vegas, I have a community question for you.
Sure.
I'm not taking questions at this time.
You're not?
We'll circle back. No, go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. This is from a reader or a viewer.
I'm ready.
Vegas. As a professional casino card dealer, when you ferociously spank the monkey, do you refer to it as playing a game of solitaire?
Well, I don't know how they knew. Do they? I mean, that was not supposed to be public knowledge. That
It's
was
from
all
a
supposed
reader.
to be. See, that's where the AI. I mean, see, my phone listens to me. I don't know. It's a little weird.
What was not supposed to be public knowledge? Your job or the fact that you ferociously spanked the monkey?
Ferociously.
Ferociously. I mean, most people just thought it was just, a little spanking, but nobody ever knew that it was ferocious.
Ferocious.
That's
like
funny.
Oh, here we go. Guest host. I found it.
You found it? You going to share it?
I'm going to share the link in the chat.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to make this full screen.
Oh, you want to watch it? I don't know if I can get the audio.
I thought you were just going to share your screen.
I could do that. I don't think the audio will come through, though.
Oh, okay.
He's not showing anything dirty, is he?
He's going to ferociously spank the monkey, I guess.
I'm going to ferociously show the screen. Let me see. Let me know if the audio comes through.
I'm sure this makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I'm here.
Can you hear the audio?
Coin collectors, and I have a lot of respect for coin collectors. I know a lot of them. They're all in second grade, but a lot of respect for you guys. And Bullion, got a lot of.
Here, we'll go back and can the chat hear it?
Breaking
Give me a
news.
thumbs up if you can hear it.
We can hear it.
For Emperor Wang because he's having an emergency schlong reduction. It's a hell of a surgery. He's also having his vagina tightened. You know it better than I. I'm sure this makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I'm here. We got a lot of coin collectors, and I have a lot of respect for coin collectors. I know a lot of them. They're all in second grade, but a lot of respect for you guys. And bullion, got a lot of bullion out there. I think those are the brown cubes that you put in hot water to make gravy. I'm not sure. You guys know what you're doing. Oh, you guys have to be proud of this. Coin collecting, bullion. You know, those are the careers of the future. They really are. Anyway, I got to tell you that Studio 304, very famous things have happened there. We filmed the entire movie of True Lies in Studio 304. That's a fact. It's a secret, but it's a fact. Also, Roseanne got her schlong reduction in Studio 304. Okay, keep that on the down low. Anyway, Emperor Wang. I mean, this sounds like a pretty heady group of people here. Anyway, boys, send me some valuable coins. How the fuck do I get a $1 million coin? Because I need it. I need the money. I got fucking 4 ex-wives. Yeah, I got 4 ex-wives and 2 little kids of a single dad. I need the money. I go through their coins all the time. They're like, is this a valuable coin? Is this worth $1 million? No, it's a penny. But it looks weird. It looks weird. Maybe it is worth $1 million. I don't know. Whatever you do. They're just continuing pennies, aren't they? Fuck them. Save your pennies, man. You guys know what you're doing. That's what the real money is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a good time. Hopefully, Emperor Wang, with all due respect to my Asian friends, we're not making fun. We're making fun of his penis, not an entire race of people. His penis. Anyway, we can make fun of our penises. All right, guys. Gotta wait too long. It's late. It's Saturday night. I'm like, why the fuck am I making this dumbass video? Well, Emperor Wang has asked me to do it. All right, guys. Bye.
Nice.
That was great. It was well worth whatever you paid, I am sure.
Worth every penny.
I bet. Yeah, I wonder. I got to look him up. I got to see what he gets for a cameo.
It was $100.
Oh, well worth it.
Yeah, easy. A Ben Franklin, and he delivered gold. So great guy.
Yeah, that was.
Does it kind of make you a little bit sad that Tom Arnold, star of True Lies and other films, has to do that now?
I don't think he has to. Like, he's got that Roseanne divorce money. He's got to be doing fine.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't really think of that.
He just had a Netflix special recently. So
yeah, the Roseanne divorce didn't cost him money. It made him money.
Oh yeah, dude's fine. I think the cameo thing is just like beer money for a lot of these people.
Yeah,
it says he's worth $20 million.
Like, what, Vegas? I didn't hear you.
It says Tom Arnold's net worth is estimated to be around 20 million and could be as high as 40 million.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's fine.
So I think he's okay. Maybe it's just a hobby. What the hell?
Yeah, but 20 million might not be a lot in Hollywood, though.
And it's hard to believe. My wife and I were talking about this the other day. It's hard to, when you Google people's net worth and stuff, it's hard to believe what is actually true and what's not. Because I think a lot of that goes by like their properties and stuff they own that they really don't own. I mean, they could have a $10 million mansion that they own 12 million on, and that goes as their net worth, I think.
Yeah, net worth is not a realistic picture of what a person's cash flow is. It's probably mostly tied up in real property. So you could have a net worth of 20 million and not feel that rich, depending on where you live, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny though. I always wondered how those websites calculate that. Anyway, it's like, oh, Tom Cruise is worth $1 billion. he made 400 million on this movie, that movie, but he doesn't get all that money.
Yeah.
I bet he's got expenses that you don't even know about, private jet costs, caviar bill.
That came up last night because my wife and I were watching a food channel and something came up about Guy Fieri. And I looked up his net worth and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Who wants to guess? Do you guys know who Guy Fieri is? Food
Yes.
Network guy?
Yeah, he's the guy it's the guy with the spiky hair.
Yeah.
Kicking donkey sauce.
Like Emperor Wang's little brother. He has the beard.
He's probably
Does anybody
worth
want to?
60 million.
How much?
60 million.
No,
Emperor
I
Wang.
think he's way richer than that. I bet he's like 500 million.
Whoa.
He's 100. So according to Google or the internet, it says he's worth 100 million.
Huh.
That's
You
crazy.
sound disappointed in that way. He's
What's that?
disappointed in 100 million.
I mean, I just figured a guy like Guy Fieri, just Mr. TV and all that, he would have to be worth a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he was nobody until that Food Network show.
Yeah.
The next Food Network star. I remember watching him on there, and he sort of annoyed me. Then he becomes worth 100 million.
Well, he's got some restaurants, and he does a lot of franchising, things like that.
He's got a ton of shows, and he has a restaurant on the Strip, at least one that I know of.
Yeah.
You know who's crazy rich is Larry David. He was a writer for Seinfeld, and then he's like the star of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that dude's almost a billionaire.
Yeah, he's got Seinfeld money, no doubt. Him and Seinfeld were partners on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says between 400 and 475.
For Larry David?
Yeah.
I think it's got to be more than that.
What does it say for Jerry Seinfeld?
Oh, I could imagine. Let's see. $950.
Now, what does it say for Jay Leno?
Sounds about right.
I'm interested in Jay Leno because Jay Leno worked the Tonight Show and supposedly never even touched the Tonight Show money.
Jay Leno's car collection has to be worth more than anything. Jay Leno says 450.
See, I don't believe that, man. It's got to be more than that because think about it. He was making 30 or 40 million a year for 20 years on the Tonight Show. Never touched that money because he used to do stand up on the weekends and live off of that.
I bet Jay Leno's car collection is worth freaking Jay Leno car collection worth.
Yeah.
It says his car collection's worth between 80 to 100 million.
Yeah, he's a big car guy. That's a portfolio right there of real assets.
Yeah, his cars are like amazing. He has like steam cars that go. I think he has like one of the first electric cars.
Yeah,
I look at owning coins as sort of like owning tiny cars or tiny houses.
There you go.
He has 181 cars and 160 bikes.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he even knows what he has?
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows exactly what he has.
Well, what's his name? Seinfeld bought like a multi-story warehouse building in New York City to put his cars into.
Yeah, Seinfeld's a big car guy too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he does that podcast, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, he's a Porsche guy.
Speaking of podcasts, what kind of like non-coin stuff do you guys watch on YouTube?
Non-coin. If I said what I watch on YouTube, probably people would lose respect for me. And that's just on YouTube.
I'm probably sort of I watch, believe it or not, which is just the kid in me. I watch guys play video games.
Dude.
God.
Yeah.
I love
Same.
this stuff.
And my wife's like, "Why didn't you become a gamer?" I'm like, "Well, babe, it's not too late, but all these kids have it locked up. They're like 28 years old and they have 100,000 subscribers and like 10,000 people watching them play a video game a day."
Yeah.
I watch old nerds playing NES, like, and Super NES, like the
Nice.
retro gaming stuff.
Oh,
No,
really?
I watch them playing like newer stuff that I just don't. I should just play, but if I start playing, I know I won't put it down, so it's easier just to watch them play instead. And
Mm.
then I watch car stuff. A big one that I like is Matt Armstrong. He buys wrecked cars and rebuilds them.
Oh, yeah.
And he started doing it. He started by filming him fix his girlfriend's Audi in a parking lot. And now he has millions of views. He's got sponsors, big warehouse, and now he rebuilds wrecked like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Rolls Royce, all sorts of shit. But and he's a UK guy. I watch him, and then I watch gun content. So
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch Hickok 45?
I used to watch him a lot more, but I haven't watched him lately. He's awesome.
Yeah, he reminds me of my dad.
Nice. He actually commented on one of Dub C's videos, and
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Dub C had like a little moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had a little,
I would have a
he had a
moment
little
too.
fanboy moment.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like you said, I would too. That's cool to because his subscriber list is huge too, and the content he does is awesome.
I think the most popular person who ever commented on my channel is Backyard Bullion. He has a really big channel over in the UK.
Yeah.
I was totally kind of like gobsmacked when he commented on my shit. I was like, "Oh, Backyard Bullion."
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So what
best
is
I
your
can say is
YouTube?
I've had Yankee Stacking comment on a couple of my videos.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that dude has no
It was
idea who
cool.
I am for sure.
I screenshotted it.
I think you sent it to me.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I was proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
I actually fanboyed a little bit the first time you guys commented on my shit because I started out watching you guys, you know, before I ever like you know, got on this shit.
You
So
don't have to just because you're on the stream doesn't mean you have to say that.
Yeah, that's
The check's in the mail, okay? I got
no
to.
pandering. No pandering, please.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah, it
Well,
is true.
You know who else said that, and I thought it was hilarious. We were at the Vegas Coin Show, me, LBS, and Vegas, and we met up the first time we met with Silver State Stacker.
Hmm.
And he kind of said that. He was like, "Oh man, I'm so like stoked to be talking to you guys. You guys are like famous." I was like, "Dude, what are you kidding me?" It was funny. And now he's got more subscribers than all of us.
He does. He's killing it.
He is. He's doing a great job.
Littlefoot
He
says
is.
thousand.
I like his stuff. I've been subscribed to him for a while now.
Hey, there's
Oh,
Silver State. Speaking of,
he's just in the chat now. He just popped in.
Littlefoot says Thousandaire commented on his video today. Thousandaire's been commenting on some of the lives, and I've tried to get him to email me with me to try and get him on the show, but he's steadily watching the lives and doing his research, I think, to I don't know if it's build up the nerves or if it's just to make sure he wants to come on the show. But he's secretly been watching to see if he will be on the show. So
Oh yeah, Littlefoot. Yeah,
no, not Littlefoot,
That's
Thousandaire.
talking him a bit. Yeah, that's cool, man. Thank you.
Littlefoot is another channel I've been watching a lot lately. One, I think that dude is hilarious. He's got a great sense of humor, and also I grew up in Alabama, and his voice reminds me a lot of back home. But he's just doing some great content. He's doing really good. I think he's gonna like continue to blow up.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't like. Let me see where he's at. I don't know how he hasn't become bigger than he is yet.
He's gonna get big for sure.
650, I think.
632.
There you go. You know who else is blowing up? Emperor Wang. I noticed that when you were in on Memorial Day, you had about 350 subscribers. Now you got like 650 about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you blew past
I
the
don't know what's
500
going
number.
on with that. I was in the 300s for literally months.
Right.
Um,
You put on 300 in the last 3 months.
yeah. So one of the shorts I did where I was like playing guitar and singing, where I think it was the cover of Mad Season, which is a band that consisted of Lane Staley from Alice in Chains and like three dudes from Pearl Jam. For some reason, as soon as I posted that video, it just like was the algorithm picked it up,
Yeah.
and it's so that video has continued to gain traction, and most of those subscribers are from that video. I think most of my recent subscribers are not coin people at all, but music people, and they will probably be disappointed when they find out that the focus of my channel is not music but coin. So I anticipate losing a lot of subscribers in the near future, probably tomorrow when I post my next video.
Yeah. Well, you probably won't lose them, but they just won't pay attention.
Yeah.
We've gone
Well,
over that too. Like we've
it's
gone
been a
over it.
little over an hour, and sorry, I didn't have a whole lot of time, and I'm going to have to jet. But before I go, I do have a final question from a reader, if you guys are down.
Sure.
Let me find it in my copious notes. Okay, all right. So this is a serious one. This is from a reader. As you know, I have millions of viewers, and this one is from a woman, Thelma Christian, and she is 83 years young. And she wanted me to let you guys know that she loves all of our videos. She doesn't get to see her kids much anymore because they're all grown and have lives of their own. But she loves watching all of our videos. And so this is her question, Thelma Christian, sweet 83-year-old lady. She writes, "Ass or titties?"
Vegas.
I I'm an ass man. Once I
All right,
met
yeah.
my wife and found out what the ass is about, I became an ass man.
Okay. How about you,
Yeah,
Joe?
I would have to agree. Your
Okay.
wife does have a great ass.
Once you met my wife, you became an ass man too.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, sorry, dude.
No.
Well, good to know.
Whoa. Is that real, or did you create that?
That was real. They just showed up looking for you.
That wasn't me this time.
So
Thelma
Emperor Wang,
Christian tied up in the closet.
you have to ask the question as well. Answer the question as well.
Ass. Yeah, I'm more of an ass guy myself. Lower, lower of the equator is where it's at for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we
Oh
appreciate
man.
you being on and taking the time to hop on with us.
It's been fun. Hope to do it again sometime.
Anytime, always just shoot out an email. Like I was surprised when you sent the email months back, and Blue Collar asked me today. He's like, "So why'd he pick today?" And I'm like, "Well, it's his day off, and he had time, and he had fun when he was on here the first time, I believe." So,
Yeah.
he
And the
wanted
second
to.
time.
It's just because I was off today. That's all.
Hey,
Nice. I
any
thought you had maybe something specific that you wanted to talk about or whatever.
No, I just knew it was Labor Day and it was a Monday where I'd be off. So that's
Awesome. I didn't know the CIA actually took days off.
all. Occasionally.
Area
Occasionally.
51 is closed on holidays.
Yeah. No, I don't. For all you viewers, that's not my job. I'm the mouse at Chuck E. Cheese. That's my job, which is fun. I meet a lot of single moms. You know, it's cool. But yeah. Anyway, I got a jet. You guys.
All right.
Thank you so much
Say
for
hi
being
to
on.
the Empress for us.
All right. Take
Everybody
care.
put a thumbs up in the chat for Emperor Wang. Thank you. I appreciate you. Like I said, reach out anytime.
Will do. Aloha.
Thanks,
Hello.
brother. Peace out.
Mr. and Mrs. West Texas says Emperor Wang is highly underrated. Emperor Wang is also has enormous amounts of knowledge of gold coins.
He
Yes,
does. Yeah,
he does.
he's super knowledgeable. Yeah.
His
You know, that's
content
one
and
thing.
humor is out the ass.
You know, we always get into it with him, like, and it's always a fun time. But I don't remember ever asking him, like, why he got into stacking, you know, how long he's been doing it. We don't really pull the facts out of
Did we? I thought we did the first time.
him. You're asking me to remember?
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe I'll have to go. Maybe we'll have to go back and watch. I don't know.
We're gonna have to go back and watch it, I think.
Yeah,
So
I
what's
don't
going
know.
on, man? Who's hanging out in the chat? We got Matt Wingy, we got B and Becky, we got Littlefoot. What's up, brother? B Taylor, Chris in Virginia. We've got Mr. and Mrs. West Texas. We've got, let's see, what am I missing?
Being Becky,
10. Silver State Stacker. What's up, brother? We've got blah, 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 blah.
Shep,
I'm not going back any further. Shep was in there too.
FG.
Hey, Shep. FG. There he
Oh,
is.
Stack That Gold just showed up.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so for a little bit of the chat right now, I know sometimes the chat gets neglected, but it's hard when you have three people up here. I think I've said it before, but we try and keep up, but it's hard to interrupt people, and it's not that we're neglecting you. I'm reading all your comments and everything. So don't feel neglected. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
It's we try and multitask as best as we can.
No, Littlefoot knows he was up here. He knows it's hard to keep one eye on the chat and hold an intelligent conversation, which is hard enough to begin with.
Yeah, like I try and keep an eye on the chat, but to try and answer the chat and interrupt either you, myself, or the guest, it can be rough sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I commend anybody that can do it. I think it's easier with one person live because that's really all you have to do. But yeah, I came in right at the end of Stack That Gold last night and tried to say hello, but I don't think he saw it.
I agree. I think solo it's a little easier. Dub C does a good job at it. Sal does a good job at it.
Yeah.
But when you're solo, it's just you. There's nobody that you're going to interrupt if you happen to say something, or and then you can see stuff easier. So when you have three people on the panel and three people trying to talk at the same time and not interrupt each other, which I think we do a pretty good job at not interrupting each other.
Yep.
It's hard to get the chat's comments and questions in there along the time, especially because like a lot of times our conversations take many different directions.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot of tangents going on. Yeah, for sure.
we'll be on one topic and steer off to another one, and by the time we're done with that conversation, it's hard to get back to the question that was a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, without question. Definitely.
Littlefoot says, how did the first night of new Goldbacks on Whatnot go?
Oh, yeah, it went pretty good. I mean, not as good as I thought it was going to be, but you know, I'm a little guy, and little guys at a disadvantage on Whatnot. But I'm not complaining.
Man, we saw them freaking. We were watching the other day. Blue Collar and I we were texting back and forth, and we are watching. These freaking people are crazy.
Yeah.
They're spending like $8, $9 for a half Goldback, and the hosts are like, "What a deal! What a deal!" And it's like, "What? What?"
Yeah, I saw somebody sell a number one for $13 and then tell the guy he stole it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I don't
No,
know.
my favorite one, and they're smart by doing this. They'll have like three halves and a one. And they're like, come on, Chad, it's 4 goldbacks. It's 4 goldbacks. You're paying for 4. No, you're paying for 2.5.
Yeah. I
You're
don't
not
think
paying for
people
4.
know. I really don't think people know what they're worth, and they're just paying what the people ask them to pay. I don't know.
And I don't understand that because you're holding the phone or you're on the internet one way or another. Either you're on a computer watching it, a tablet watching it, or a phone watching it. So you have the internet at your disposal and you're paying it. Oof. I don't know. I don't get it. I
Well,
mean, you could Google Goldbacks and find a way better deal than what you're getting on Whatnot.
yeah. No, I got a theory on how they do it, but I don't want to really talk about it because I want to do a video on it because I want to kind of call it out. You know what I mean? Like how they're getting that kind of money. Like we've both seen people getting for a 1/2 goldback that you could basically get for $4. I've seen people selling that for $20 to $25.
Like I
It's
googled
criminal.
Goldbacks. I googled Goldbacks on my computer right now. Money Metals has a half Goldback for $3.49.
Hmm.
So that's all you have to do is type it in your search engine, and you're going to come up with the price. And people are paying 4 times that, and they're
Yeah,
getting
but
told it's a deal.
there's
It's
a
a
method
steal.
to
You
the
robbed
madness,
me.
though. It's a lot of it is how the seller sells it,
Oh, absolutely.
and it's not just a how they do it verbally. It's they do it physically too. There's a way that they can get the bids up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I think,
yeah.
but I don't really want to talk about it because I want to do a video on it.
I'm ready to watch that video.
Yeah,
Uh,
you and the 33 other people. Thank you.
we have to talk about that too. I got a couple questions to ask you about your when you post videos.
Yeah,
Shep says there's maybe 4 people that consistently get attention from me who start items at what their cost is and don't bother with all that stuff. I've
right.
tried that. Like I tried to do that before. I think on like my first auction, and it was rough to get people to bid on it. But it just it's is what it is.
You know what I think? I think when I start something at a higher price, like say I started at my cost, right? Nobody wants to get into that because they want to be able to bid it up. They come there for an auction. They don't come there for a buy it now situation.
Yeah, yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah,
So if you can stomach starting it at a buck and go, you can do much better, I believe, because you'll get 3 or 4 people into it and bidding on it.
Bob wants
Providing
to
you got
Skowski.
that many in the room. Sometimes I don't even have that many.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas says, have you all seen that graded dragon silverback 199 on SD? Yeah, I don't understand that. I've seen some of those silverbacks go for crazy money for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I can
Um,
tell you this. I've got one of them. I think it's a 70, graded a 70, whatever the highest grade is on currency. I don't know.
they
And I
go
know
like
what I paid for it, and I overpaid for it. I paid $80 for it. But I also know that I can get them wholesale now for a hell of a lot less than that. So yeah, was I pissed off when I found out what I could get it for now? Yes.
Robert Wojciechowski says he sells 1 goldback for $15 at the shop.
Wait,
They
what?
sell? Maybe he said maybe he meant they sell 1 goldback. If you can sell them a 1 goldback for $15, I'll send you a stack to sell to them.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't need us then.
Yeah, you're right.
He can just buy them for $7
I
and
bet
sell them
they're
for 15.
I bet he meant they sell. I bet they sell them for $15 at the coin shop.
Right. I know my local coin shop. He buys goldbacks from people that come in. He doesn't let anything go out the door. anything that comes in, he'll buy it. And I'm sure he's getting it at a decent price. But then they're not great sellers out of the coin shop.
You know, yeah, I don't think so either. When I went to the one in Indiana, they had a couple there, in the case, and holy cow. They had a couple in the case, and then they bought what I had, on me. And it was funny because I had one of my little gold back holders, and I had some gold backs in there. I sold them to him and the holder, and then that night I found another. I forgot I took two of those packs of gold backs with me, so I went back a couple days later and sold the rest. That's in a video that someday I'll put together. Uh, Robert Wojciechowski says he sells them to the coin shop
Oh, wow.
for
That's,
$15. You can double your money. Holy
yeah,
smoke!
that's pretty awesome. That's crazy.
Wow. So
Yeah, that's a
Bob
good hookup.
Wojciechowski, you need to email Blue Collar. You and Blue Collar can work a deal. Blue Collar can get you all the gold backs you want, and you take them right to that freaking coin shop and double up.
Yeah, but he can get them just as cheap from any bullion dealer would buy 100 of them.
Well, I'm trying to get you a little business.
Nah, thanks.
I know you need to go through a certain amount to keep your distribution going.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. It's
Okay,
not as much as you think.
okay.
Yeah.
FG says maybe Bob is the coin shop. Maybe Bob,
Oh,
Bob?
maybe,
You don't.
maybe. Yeah, we don't know what Bob does. Maybe he's a coin shop.
Maybe that'd be good. That'd be cool if you are. That'd be nice. So for the 17 people that are in here, a lot of people must be spending their Labor Day out and about, barbecues and everything. Um,
Yeah,
do you want to tell them next week who we have coming on next Monday?
yeah, for sure. Next Monday we've got Pit Bullion, Michael from Pit Bullion. So we had showed some Pit Bullion pieces on the screen. When was it last week? No,
Yes,
the week before, or was it last week?
last week, I believe.
Yeah, when I think B Taylor was in, right?
Yeah.
And we had the idea. Well, let's contact him, and contacted him, and he's going to come in. He's going to show us some of his stuff and talk about how he got started and blah blah blah. So that should be pretty cool.
What's funny is you had texted me that you had emailed them, and I almost emailed them before you did. So I'm glad.
Oh,
So
that's
it
fine.
worked out. He is a
So
Vegas guy,
we're
which is
thinking
awesome.
along the same lines.
He is a Vegas guy, which is awesome.
Yes, he is. Yeah, yeah.
And
Hopefully we'll get to see him. Hopefully we'll get to see him at the show. You know, like maybe he'll come out. Maybe we could meet up with him.
yeah, I've never seen a table from him at the show.
No, I know, but I'm sure he goes. He must go, right?
I don't know. I don't know his situation. I guess that's something we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
Bob says it's an antique shop and my volume is low. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. So one or two here and there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, but I wonder what does the antique shop do with him?
Maybe, if parents take their kids in their antique shopping or something, the kid might want it. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Yeah, yeah. You never know.
Silver State Stacker, goldbacks suck. Why would anyone buy goldbacks? Why would anyone want fungible, fractional, highly liquidable gold that you can draw a return on? Not to mention you can spend them everywhere.
Yeah, there you go. Good point, Silver State.
Yeah, I think with the right promotion, um, if they get the adoption, if they get people to adopt the idea and figure it all out, I think there's potential behind them.
Yeah, definitely. But I think guys that are selling them for 20 for a half. Imagine you buy a half gold back for $20, and then you go to your coin shop, and the coin shop tells you, "All right, yeah, I'll give you 350 for it." How are you
Yeah,
going to feel about that?
That's not a good thing. Yeah, for
And how
sure.
many people are you going to tell stay away from them goldbacks? You're going to get screwed too.
Yeah.
You know. So I think it's bad. I think it's bad for the business when people are overpaying for stuff.
That goes for everything though. Just like, I mean, the coins and stuff they sell on Whatnot and everything too. It's the same idea. You know, they buy the person on Whatnot, they're selling them a round for $45 and telling them it's rare and you can't find it anywhere. And then they need money and they take it to their coin shop and they get $35 for it. They're going to be pissed.
That is true, but I will say this: being that spot's almost 41, you better adjust your numbers a little bit on that story.
Yeah, that was a hypothetical number.
You
Yeah.
might have to say 50-40 now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Where's it at?
what do you guys think in the chat? What's going to happen to spot price tomorrow when New York opens up in the morning? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? What do you think's going to happen?
Kitco's saying that gold hit 35. It hit 35.01 and now it's at 34.93. Silver hit 40.88 and it's at 40.67 right now.
Is it?
So when you look at spot price, do you look at the ask or do you look at the bid?
Well, it depends on whether I'm buying or selling. I mean, I always look at the bid when I'm checking Kitco. Now I'm looking at Kitco right now, and I see silver at 40.55 over 40.67.
Yeah. See, so when I usually quote Kitco price, I usually go by the ask price because that's most likely what the shops are going to go for, right? And then
Yeah,
if you're selling it to them, they're going to go by the bid price, right?
generally,
Is
yeah.
that fair to say?
I know, but when you're talking about a 10-cent difference, like
Yeah.
my coin shop, I've never paid a decimal for anything. It's always a whole number. So if
Yeah.
I go in there tomorrow and spot is what it is right now, you could probably get generics for 41. You know, that's how tight he's going to be. 40.
Yeah.
He might even be below spot,
Yeah. That's fair.
depending on when he bought it. You know, because he's going to want to turn it over.
Of course.
You
Let
know,
me do. All right. I'm going to put a poll.
well, you got a poll going up. I don't even know how to do that.
I'm going to create one here.
I'm going to vote in it.
That's awesome. That'd be cool. Let's
All
see.
right.
Start a question answer. Oh, there we go. I'll do that one. Never mind. I'll do the yes no part.
Were there any? Did anybody venture a guess? Uh,
No, the chat's sort of quiet. Mr. West Texas said 41 silver and 35 gold. Um,
mm,
Silver State says he'll be up at 6:30 a.m. in the futures market. Silver going to 41.50. Chef
yeah,
says I expect the U.S. market to push prices lower, but futures contracts are 41.76 and for silver and 35.67 for gold. So who knows?
yeah. I think it's going higher, man. I don't think. Well, gold is at an all-time high, so there's no top. There's no resistance above this, and silver has some slight resistance at the 50 level, but other than that, it's to the moon. All
So I
right. What
said,
is
will
it?
silver rise in price tomorrow? We're actually at 55.45 right now.
Yep, I voted.
58.42, 12 votes. 58% saying yes, 42% saying no.
Yeah, it's hard to think that it won't, but you never know. I mean, you could have a lot of people lining up to take profits, you know?
It's so manipulated and the paper contracts are so crazy.
Yeah, but
Um,
you also have a lot of shorts, right? Now, those shorts are panicking. You can feel them out there. They're panicking. That was from Trading Places, by the way. They ain't going to be able to get their kid, the GI Joe with the kung fu grip.
Chris in Virginia says, "Are we in the basement?" Silver State says the bank shorts are over. The mining stocks. Chris in Virginia was asking about the mining stocks. That's a good question.
Yeah,
We Blue Collar and I were texting about that a little bit yesterday or the day before, and the one mining stock he is in is actually up quite a bit for the year, or since
yeah,
he bought it for the rolling year.
yeah. I bought it at the wrong time, um, and I was down about 30% at one point this year, and now I'm probably up about 35%. But hey, that particular company that I'm talking about, their cost to mine silver and get and ship it is $19 an ounce. So you think they're making money?
It's $19 an ounce, and they're one of the highest priced on the internet.
Yeah, that's their cost to get it out of the ground, refine it, and ship it out as a raw or as a raw product. I
That's
don't even think
disappointing
that's
then.
minted or in bars or anything like that. I think it's like raw price or something. I don't know. Maybe it is bars. I don't know. But
Well,
he
I mean,
said
it can't take that much
19
to.
bucks an ounce.
That's crazy.
So what does that tell you? That tells you that silver will never go below 19 again, even if it does crash. Because if it does, they'll just stop producing it, and then the price will go up.
Chris in Virginia. You see
First
it?
Mint, yeah, you're right. First Mint, it was
Yes, it's First Majestic, which is
First
First Mint.
Majestic. Yeah, AG is the stock symbol, but this is not financial advice.
And it's sort of it. I mean, business is business, but it's sort of disappointing that they don't pass on some of those um, prices to the consumer. I thought they would, but
Wait a minute, dude. What the hell are you talking about? You live in America, brother.
well,
What do you think? What do you
I
think
didn't think they would.
Microsoft?
I didn't think they'd be charging freaking Scottsdale mint prices.
Yeah, but they suffer. Nine years out of 10, they suffer. This is the year that for them to shine. You know what I mean? They're going to make as much money as they can.
Yeah,
That is
I
a
get it.
terrible
I get it,
business.
but
Mining is a terrible business.
yeah, I guess.
They need times like this to make up for all the bad times.
So let's see. I'm trying to find. I guess Scottsdale doesn't really make just a freaking plain cast bar, so I don't know.
Yeah,
So it's hard to compare. So
Chris.
a random secondary Scottsdale bar is $431 for a 10 ounce. So they're $43 an ounce.
Yeah, no. I
And
mean, it is what it
and
is. I mean, if you look at spot is 41, so that's like $2 over. I mean, I
and
guess it's not the end of the world.
a 10 ounce cast bar from First Mint is 43.87 an ounce. So
43.87.
so they're about the same price. They're 70 cents off.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. The reason that I bought First Majestic was so that I could get the stockholder discount, and I still never bought anything from them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, you get a what, 50 cents off and
I
you're
don't even
paying
know what it is. I think that's about what it is, though.
it's 50 cents off last I remember, and um the premium on them is crazy.
Yeah,
So, but I guess that's how they can give their stockholders 50% off
maybe.
or 50 cents off, not 50% off. 50 I man, a year ago I was getting them at good deals. But you're looking at so what is it? What did we say spot is right now?
Scotia to 41,
So you're
40.67.
looking at $3 premium on a cast bar. That's rough.
Yeah, but you think about it. I mean, who's cheaper than that?
I mean,
Secondary market is going to be cheaper than that, but you're gonna have to buy what they have.
Yeah. Let's see.
What is Golden State Mint? They're a good example because they have some pretty good pricing. Let me look on Golden State. Let's see, Golden
Yeah, I
State.
guess SD is 43.40. If you're buying a 10-ounce bar.
All right, so I'm looking on Golden State Mint right now. Their 10-ounce bars are $432.
Yeah, so I guess they're just in line with everybody else right now, I guess.
Well, I take that back. They have a Labor Day sale on their 10-ounce Golden State Mint bar is $417.
That's
So
actually not bad, I guess.
that's actually not bad. That's like $1 over. Yeah. But their other
Wow.
bars, their other like specialty bars are 432. What is a 5-ounce bar going for now? A 5-ounce bar is over $200.
Well, yeah, because spot price is over.
Yeah, yeah. So their 5-ounce bar, their sale bar is 209, and their regular bar is 222. I mean,
209 is not horrible.
yeah, but dude, we were getting those for $1.25 like a year ago.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Let's see, Monument Metal 10-ounce bars. 423, 427, 419, 423,
Yeah,
426.
Golden State has a 1-ounce Buffalo for $41.69. So it's $1 over.
That's like $1. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
$1 over. It's reasonable. It's just spot is so damn high. You know what I freaked out on? Melt value on a Morgan right now at 41, let's say 4170. No, 4070 times 0.77. Melt value on a Morgan or Peace dollar is 31.34. That's insane.
Yeah.
31.34.
Well, like First Mint, their Buffalo is $44,
Yeah.
and they're
Wow.
actually sold out. It says coming
Oh,
soon, so somebody must be buying their stuff. I love their 5-ounce and 10-ounce bars. They're basic, they're simple,
yeah.
um, and they were like a year ago. They were priced right.
West Texas says 210 for a 5-ounce on Hero Bullion. That
Uh,
seems like the going sales price right now. This is just like maybe $1 over, right?
yeah,
It's about a
and I
buck
bet at the
over.
LCS, I bet you can get them pretty decent. Your
Yeah, I
LCS,
think
of
a
course,
lot of
but
your LCS probably going to be spot or below.
yeah. So the came up to 58.42 for the poll. 58% said it will go up tomorrow.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll go to OJ's tomorrow and just see what he's selling generics for. Eagles. Just get a little survey going
Yeah,
and see, because he has it written. He's got a board. He's got a whiteboard like Vermilion has. So I'm not getting any special pricing. I pay what everybody else pays. So I know you think I get special pricing, but I don't.
so he just wants volume, just like Vermilion. That's all.
Well, it's like anything else. If you buy, you make your money when you buy it. Somebody goes in there, maybe he's paying $2 back, and he's willing to sell it for spot or even 50 cents under.
Oh yeah, because it's just the wholesaler. I mean, that's what he's gonna either give you guys the deal or he's gonna get bit by the wholesaler, one or the other.
Yeah,
Mr.
like
and
you
Mrs.
were
West
saying,
Texas says, how do y'all feel about the revised Engelhard 3-ounce bar for 200 on Atmex?
yeah,
Overpriced.
absolutely.
It's
I mean, but I looked at it and I was like, if it was If it was a couple of bucks over, I'd buy one just to have it. But I'm
Yeah,
not paying $67 an ounce for it.
it would be cool to have, but yeah, just like you said, the prices will come down on them, I'm sure. But
For a
uh,
brand new bar, why even doesn't matter what it's stamped, what's stamped in it. It's brand new. Not worth it.
Shep made a good point. Yeah, I didn't make it through all of Dub C's video. I wouldn't mind picking up a 2025 Prospector just to go with the rest of my Prospectors. But I'm not in a hurry to do it. I'm not ready to pay the premium for it. If I come across one or if they're on sale or something, yeah, but I'm not gonna go running out for it.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where like 6 months from now you'll find it at an LCS for $1 over.
Yeah. Shep made a good point. He says now the 5 ounce bars are finally qualifying for free shipping. That's true because I
That's a
remember
good
buying
point.
5 ounce bars and having to get a Buffalo or something else to make it free shipping, and now you can just buy a 5 ounce bar and get it shipped free.
Yeah, but a lot of those companies are didn't they go to $2.99 or am I haven't bought from them in a while.
Most of them are still 199.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Stack
but
that
you know
goes
what?
says,
They're gonna raise that threshold soon.
yeah, absolutely they will because they're gonna start getting bit.
Yeah.
Stack that gold says I think as time progresses and PM prices increase, there's going to be less and less people starting to stack. People won't be able to afford it. That's a good point. Great point.
Yeah. Well, you know what though?
That's a good
It's
point
like
too.
you look at the volume of paper silver versus the volume of physical silver. Stackers are just a drop of water in the bucket.
Oh
They don't
yeah, they
even
don't.
they don't even care about us.
The stacking community doesn't. In my opinion, we don't put a dent in the price.
Not at all. Nope. Not at all.
Littlefoot says, let's look on pure metals. I'm gonna pull that up right now that you said that.
Yeah, I mean,
Melt on a
think about
Mercury
this.
and Rosy Dimes are about to cross $3. 40% Kennedys are over $6 melt.
Yeah,
Um,
which is good if you have that stuff and you're looking to sell it. It's not so good if you want to buy it.
right. I saw your video. Littlefoot says he paid $40 for Eagles today. That was a freaking steal, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a great deal. Yeah, that's. I'm curious what OJ's going to do tomorrow. You know, because he's been closed since Friday, so it should be interesting to go in and see where he's at. Premiums, thankfully, premiums are super low. If premiums, imagine if premiums were $6, $7 right now,
Yeah,
that
paying
would be horrific.
paying close to $50 for an Eagle.
Yeah, not good.
If people want to stack, they're just gonna have to start doing side hustles or like stack that gold. Unless your salary is going up, it's gonna be harder for people to start stacking.
It's just like anything else, though. It's like unless your salary's going up, are you going to stop eating?
Yeah.
You're going to stop
Yeah.
driving? You know what I mean? It's just going to be part of life. People's salaries are either, like you said, they got to come up with a side hustle or figure out how to get a better job.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Silver State says, bro, 90% is about to be where 999 fine was back in March.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think, man, I was never a fan of 90%, but right now with the way prices are going and the way them places are trying to get rid of it, I think it's not a bad move.
yeah, especially if it's under spot. I mean, right now, anything under spot is gold. Well, not gold. That's a bad.
Doo-doo-doo. So
Yeah, that's a bad analogy, but you know what I meant.
on Pure Metals you can find 5 ounce bar for 224, 217.
Yeah,
Um, I think Pure Metals is going to be they they could really take off. I think he's been doing well.
yeah.
They're
Well,
working on getting their app launched.
I actually sold. I don't know if it was on Pure Metals or if it was off of Whatnot, but I sold one of my graded silver dollars today. And two, let's see, a gold back, a half gold back, and a 5 ounce copper is the three things I shipped out today. And then somebody came through tonight and bought 11 5 ounce coppers.
Your coppers have been flying on there.
Yeah, they sell pretty good. I'm not complaining.
STG says my new job, my salary didn't increase much. Could have made a lot more traveling, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't
Well,
blame you. Traveling
that's
is
a
tough.
conscious decision, right? You made that choice. There's always something you could do for more money, you know. But you want to stay home, so you take a little bit less money, and that's commendable, actually. Yeah, I would hate to have a job where I had to be away the whole week traveling.
I think it would get old real quick.
Yeah. I mean, I when it comes to traveling, like what I do, sometimes I got to drive hour and a half, 2 hours each way, but not 5 days a week. I don't go 5 days a week. I'll go 2, 3 days a week, and I got somebody else that will handle, overseeing stuff.
There's
You got
not
to
there's
try and. I'm sorry.
there's some decent little deals on Pure Metals.
Are there? Are they on the Average Joe channel?
I haven't made it to his page yet.
I
My
just
Metal
bumped, I
Mike
just bumped
has
all my stuff. Does it show up at the top?
it
Not
might.
now, but like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I opened it up and you were on there.
Yeah,
Right up front. A Philharmonic for 42.69.
yeah.
It's crazy to think that those are deals now, but whoa.
Thousandaire radios in the house.
Whoa, Thousandaire. Thank you very much for that. You did not have to do
Awesome.
that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you.
Very nice. Thank you so much. So,
This stuff out. Great to see you in here, Thousandaire. Glad you could make it. Check us out. We were talking about you earlier. And thank you so much for that super chat. That is very, very, very nice of you. That is too kind.
yeah, that is awesome, man. Thanks.
And I'm not sure if you watched Saturday's stream at all Thousandaire, but our guest we had on there is a humongous fan of yours. He said he would wake up in the middle of the night to join the live stream if you were on a Monday night.
There you go. Well, how do you pronounce it? CL4 Hordian.
Cell4 Hordian. I think it was
Cell4?
I think it
Cell4
was
Hordian.
um Diaxis that says he pronounced it just SELL4, like cell 4.
Okay. Cell4 Hordian. I like it. And
Yeah.
that means, for anybody that doesn't know, silver hoarder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a great guest. Great guy. I plan on meeting up with him when he comes to Vegas. He's going to be
Yeah.
out here with family, and it'll be cool. It'll be interesting to meet somebody from across the pond, and I want to meet with him and take him to a coin shop, which would be awesome, and see his reaction
Yeah.
to see his initial reaction to going to a coin shop.
Yeah, it would be cool. I wish I was out there at that time, but unfortunately, I'm going to be out the week before.
Man, that would have been so crazy if he would have been out here the same time as the coin show.
Right? Yeah, that would have been great.
He would have shit his pants.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, so Thousandaire, since you're in the chat has a question for you, and it comes up by Silver State Stacker. He says, Thousandaire, when are you going to be on Monday Night Metals? Or we also have Saturday morning chill. That is also another option. I sent Self4 Hordian uh the link for a Chicago pizza place in Vegas. I told him he had to try.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I was trying to think of like stuff that he would have to try while he's here. And I think you got to try Chicago pizza. Why not?
yeah.
If you're
Tell
from
him,
across the
look,
pond.
there's this place called Long John Silver's. You can get fish and chips. I don't think that's a good idea though.
That would be freaking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. Remember that place? You ever go there?
No,
Oh, that might have been a New York thing. Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips.
I
It was
don't know
actually
that.
pretty good. I mean, greasy fish, French fries. How do you lose with that?
There's some local bars that have decent fish and chips, but I mean decent. I mean, I don't know. I guarantee it's
Yeah,
no across the pond fish and chips for sure.
yeah. Well, it's funny. We have a couple of really good English pubs here in Florida. There's one down in Lake Worth area. There's one right here in town where a little bit away from where I live, but one here. There's a couple of really good ones.
Yeah, we have a couple good bars. There's one not right down the street from my house, and they have decent stuff.
Yeah.
So Thousand Air Radio says someday I'm not avoiding anything. I'm just overwhelmed with things to do. No worries, no hurries. Whenever you get a chance, whenever you feel comfortable to hop on, whenever you have time. My email is in my channel description. Blue Collar's email is in his channel description. Feel free to reach out to us anytime.
Heck yeah. So Stack That Gold says Arthur Treacher was a New York thing.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Silver State says Long John Silver's. Don't forget the crunchies. Got to get the crunchies too. The crunchies were the best part, and all that
Oh,
is just like
from
the
Long John
leftover.
Silver's, you mean?
Yeah, just the batter that's just like dripped in there.
Yeah. Can you imagine how bad that is for you, though? I mean, it's like, I don't know. I try not to think about stuff like that. I figure, like, all right, I made it to as old as I am now. Am I going to worry about it now? I don't know.
Yeah. When I was a kid, one of my best friends, he was an only child, and he got what he wanted. And when I went and stayed the night at his house, it was when I because like my family, we didn't really do fast food much. So when I went and stayed with his family, they were big into fast food, and we would go to Long John Silver's. And I think a lot of times we'd get the chicken, but yeah, the
Yeah.
little crunchies in there and shit, that was good.
Chicken planks.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had Long John Silver's though.
Yeah, I don't think there's that many of them left. In fact, a lot of times now they're combined with Kentucky Fried Chicken, I think. They're like in the same restaurant.
Yeah, there's one not too far from me, I think. Littlefoot says he'd love someday to do a video trying to barter silver for services. I thought about trying to do that when I was in the Midwest. There's a little farmer that I hit up every time that I get sweet corn and cantaloupe and stuff from. And I thought about trying to offer them silver, but I can't even explain. Like this little farmer, they have like at least four cars there at all times, like people buying stuff. So I didn't really want to bother them. I was just getting my 2 dozen ear of corn, two cantaloupe, and going home to eat it.
Yeah. I just actually traded silver dimes for a bunch of aliens and goldback holders.
And
And
you
then
trick.
some goldbacks as well.
Yes, you did.
That
And
worked out well. That
as
worked
soon
out
as you get
really
done with this, I'm gonna fire the printer back up and get some more holders going for you. I have
nice.
12, I think I have like almost a dozen and a half holders with another. No, I have 2 dozen holders I think done so far. I had to wait on more filament.
Yeah,
Um,
Ordinary Man does do videos like that. But if you go back to his first one, he stole that idea from me. Sorry, gotta say it.
what was he doing? Tipping?
No, he tried to his first one. He tried to trade silver for gasoline because he had watched my video where I did the silver or cash tip, and then he
Mm.
says, "I'm going to go out and try that." And he went out and he tried to buy gasoline with it, and then he kept it going. Though I'll give him that, he kept it going. So he does still do videos like that. Where I haven't done one in a while because I used to offer a silver dollar for a tip. This freaking silver dollar is $31 now.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going out for a steak dinner, that doesn't really work out.
Well, hey, in Vegas, a $31 tip doesn't get you too far.
Yeah, but I went even yesterday. I went for that same Mexican restaurant where I did one of those in. It was me and my son, and I think the bill came to like $45. Like, what are you going to do? Give a $30 tip on it?
Yeah, you got to give a freaking I
No,
don't know.
it's got to
That's
be
a
like
gold.
$100 bill.
You got to give a gold back.
Yeah, but nobody knows what goldbacks are. And actually, Emperor Wang made a good point.
Yes, I saw that. I was
Yeah,
gonna
he
mention
said
that.
if you're going to do that, give a regular tip too. But my concept was it's either or. I'll give you $10 in cash, which was still a good tip on like a $30 bill, you know. Or you can have this silver dollar, which only cost about $22 at the time, but it was like double.
I love that series. That was a good series too.
It was good, but I think it's burnt out now because silver dollars is just too damn expensive.
Yeah. Uh,
In fact, I've been rolling around with this peace dollar for probably about 6 months, but I'm just not giving it up now because it's a pocket piece.
yeah.
It's gonna stay with me.
Littlefoot says the steakhouses Vegas eats at a $30 tip is nothing.
Yeah, that's the maitre d. The girl who brings you to the table.
So I don't listen, okay? I don't always eat at steakhouses. That steakhouse I showed, that was for my birthday, and that tip, my wife and I, we the Golden Steer, stack that gold. Yes, that's where it was. Um, my wife and I work on tip, and Vegas is a tipping um industry,
Mecca.
tipping world, tipping mecca. So we tend to tip, and we tip well whenever we do go anywhere. But yeah, I mean, a $30 tip is not unheard of in here. We go to pick up food and we tip $5. So I mean, it's just one of those things here.
Mm.
Like there's
Yeah,
a
I
couple
mean,
restaurants we will pick up food like to go quite a bit. But I mean, if we pick up food, my wife and I, it's freaking $80, you know? So we'll usually tip them $5 because we go there quite a bit, you know? So um
wait, $5 on how much?
I mean, we're just picking it up. We're not staying there.
Dude, all they're doing is not bringing it to the table. They're doing everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, when you go sit down, they're bringing it to the table. They're bringing you drinks. They're doing all that stuff. So just to pick up
No,
food and $5.
I'm breaking your stones.
Most people don't tip when they pick up food. I guarantee that.
Oh, I would say you're right. Yeah, you are right. No, I always tip on
Whoa,
all kinds of any kind of service. I tip.
stack that gold. You went to the Golden Steer and they didn't have anything for you to eat. Are you a vegetarian?
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, dude. Maybe he is. Maybe he's a vegetarian.
Maybe. I don't know. Vegas stacker steaks getting too expensive. You need to switch a letter in your name to be vegan stacker. You know what? We went to a Korean barbecue place and they asked if we wanted the vegan menu.
Oh,
And
really?
and a Korean barbecue place is where they give you like you order whatever type of meats you want and you cook it right there in front of you. And and they asked us if we wanted the vegan menu. I thought that was hilarious. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas says I'd rather cook a good steak at home. Man, I agree. I get the cooking a steak at home and everything, but to go out and have a night with your wife and just to experience just to sit down and be waited on. And I'm
Oh,
gonna tell
okay.
you right now, if you ever go to the Golden Steer, there's no service. You'll get no better service than what we had. I mean, it
Yeah.
was amazing. I couldn't have asked for anything better. And
So,
I understand the cooking your steak at home and you can make it better and this and that, but to me, it's not about making it. It's about going, having a night out, relaxing, not having to do dishes, not having to grocery shop, not having to do anything, and you just get to enjoy the night. And that's what it's about for me, man.
yeah,
So
and I totally agree with that. So, Stack That Gold said he's a pescatarian, but I can't believe they don't have fish courses there. They got lobster and stuff, right?
they have fish. My wife had the Chilean sea bass, or however you say it.
Yeah. Huh. No, that's pretty cool though. I know this girl I know is a pescatarian. That's all she eats is fish.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but they my wife is not a steak eater. She's not a big meat eater. So if we do, we like I said, we rarely go to a steakhouse out for a steak dinner because she's not a big steak eater. When we go out to eat, usually it's Korean barbecue because they have meat and she can get other stuff too. She does the meat there though too. So,
Yeah. The
but
only time I've ever done Korean barbecue was on cruise ship on Virgin Voyages. They have a Korean barbecue restaurant. I got to be honest, I wasn't impressed, but maybe I just haven't had really good Korean barbecue.
yeah, I'm sure it wasn't that great.
Yeah, it probably wasn't, but
You have to find the right ones for it to be good. And
yeah,
usually
maybe
when we
when
do
I'm
it,
out there, you can show me the ropes.
yeah, we usually get like just a brisket, which is just thinly sliced meat, and you just slap it on there for a couple seconds, let it cook, and it's just meat, But you dip it in um what the heck kind of oil is that? Not
Sesame
olive oil,
oil.
sesame oil with salt and pepper, and
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Now but there was a lot of like other stuff like kimchi,
Yeah,
other like accoutrements, that I could do without.
it's called
I don't mind the
banchan.
meat.
Accompaniments in English and banchan in Korean. Yeah, I see. I like some of that funky stuff. I like the kimchi. Some of the kimchi doesn't taste that good, but some of it is good.
Mm,
I'm
yeah,
I'm, I'm a funky eater.
I guess.
Um, where did I go? Christopher just said he had the best steak and calamari ever a couple days ago in Huntsville. Filet was like butter. That's good. I'm not a big filet fan. It doesn't have enough fat on there for me, but
Right.
I'm glad you had a good one. I'm telling you, man, it's just nice to go out and just sit down and relax. I get the whole eating at home thing, but I can eat at home 6 days a week and be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I love going out. I love being served. I love just, the whole atmosphere. I don't mind even taking like an hour and a half, 2 hours for dinner. I
Littlefoot,
got to be honest. I love it.
Littlefoot says if you think that's nice, you should go out and have a night without your wife. That's where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See,
Red must be sleeping because he wouldn't be saying that otherwise.
yeah, she's not in there. She's not in the chat for sure.
Yeah.
Um, see, that's the thing, man. I love my wife. That's why I married her. My wife and I, it's next month we'll be married for 6 years. Been
Yep.
together. We're getting ready to hit our 10-year anniversary of being together next week. So it's like that's why I married her, man. I like spending time with my wife. I have people at work and they're like, "Well, you want to go home and spend time with your wife? Why? You still?" I'm like, "Cause I fucking love her, man." I'm like, "Cause you've been married and you're a grumpy old bastard. Doesn't mean I don't want to hang out with my wife."
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
dude, you've
saying you're
only
a
been
grumpy old
married for
bastard.
6 years. Be realistic. 6 years, the honeymoon is still on.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know.
No, I say that in jest though, because even though my wife and I we'll fight, but we love each other and we got each other's back 110%. So,
Yeah.
but we will fight. Don't get me wrong. If you watch my Whatnot show, you know that. You have heard it.
I thought that was just an act.
Yeah, it is. It's an act.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. It's an act. Yeah, it's an act.
It's an act. You're an act. No, I still have fun with my wife, and maybe it is because it hasn't been that long. I don't know. 200, 2,850 guests. I think
Cheers.
there's a lot on that cup. I can't read all that.
Yeah, it's all just facts about the ship, length of the ship, gross tonnage, the name, just ship facts. I got a mug like that for every ship in the fleet that I've been on.
Nice.
Useless
Shep,
things you pick up while you're on a cruise.
Shep says, got to start eating more spam and ramen if these silver and gold prices keep going. Dude, I like spam and ramen.
Honestly, today I was feeding the dog, right? And I cracked open the can of dog food and I was like, that ain't bad, man. If things go bad in retirement, I could live on that. Throw it over some rice.
You're all good.
Yeah.
FG says
Like a dollar can.
my wife and I always take a week's vacation and go somewhere for sights and food. Just did our 24th. Congratulations.
Awesome. Who's that extra for that?
We used to do vacations for my wife's birthday, and then we got the dogs, and it's hard to find somebody to watch two pit bulls and trust them.
Yeah, I got a house full of animals, and luckily I got a couple of kids that still live with me, so that works out. And we could pretty much go whenever we want, because they're not kids, they're adults, and that's a good thing because we don't have to ever worry about anything but us.
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about your dog sitter locking themselves out of the house.
yeah, that was great.
Dude, I was so pissed. Oh man.
How did she get in again? I don't remember it. Yeah,
A
breaking
lock,
in. Oh, locksmith. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
an extortionist, extortionate locksmith.
there you go. Oh yeah. What they bang you for that? It was like $400 or something.
Well, first he said $80. So I'm like, all right, go ahead and do it. Then when he was done, he said 500, and I'm like, no. Then he said, okay, I'll get it knocked down for you.
Yeah.
480, 420, 350. I was arguing with him. I kept arguing. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not paying you, dude. That ain't happening. Then he got down to 200. I'm like, you know what? I want to go back on the beach. Here, I'm gonna sell you your $200. Get off of
Yeah.
my porch, and you're not getting a tip. Piss off.
I would have told them just lock it back up.
Just put her back out and lock it
Yeah,
back
just,
up.
just lock it back up. Kick that bitch out and lock it back up.
If it weren't for my dogs, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have cared. I would have left her locked out of the house. Littlefoot says his wife is the only person he really hangs out with. That's me too, brother. 100%.
Yeah, I got a couple of buddies that I don't go out and hang out with them, but like I'll meet my friend. He's an Englishman, so I'll meet him at the English pub. I have 2 pints and maybe watch a little bit of football game, soccer, and that's about it. That's about the extent of my going out.
Yeah, I used to go out, but now like I just don't have. I don't have. It's. I just don't have the want for it anymore.
Yeah,
My wife doesn't give a shit if I go out, but it's just home is where I like to be, so I've become a homebody.
nothing wrong with that.
Shep says I'm single, but marrying into a second income could really push my stacking goals forward. Then Stack That Goal says you get married, your stacking money is going to be her allowance.
Yeah. Well, my son's getting married, and they just signed a contract for a brand new house yesterday, so that was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Dad's not building it
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, they're getting married in January, and they signed a contract yesterday to get into a brand new home, and I guess they're going to close sometime in October. So yeah, proud moment. That was pretty cool.
You're not building it for him?
No, I told them I would, but it takes time. But well, no, what I told them, see, it's not a forever home because it's not exactly located where they want to be. So I told them,
That's
I said,
fair.
well, you're not going to have kids, and they're not going to be going to school for 5 years after you have them. So you got probably 7 years to, get yourself aligned to buy or build what you want and where you want to do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And by that time, I'll be too old to build it.
So you're getting out of it.
Yeah, of
Win-win.
course.
I'll tell you what, if silver prices keep going up, I'll be selling my stack and paying off my house.
You know,
I know
depending
that
on what
might
your
not be the
rate
right
is,
idea.
I wouldn't do that.
Might not be the right idea, but I've done worse things.
How long have you had your mortgage for?
13 years?
So the bank got most of their interest already.
Yeah.
So you might as well just let them suffer and pay them the payments.
Littlefoot, you're taking off. Thanks for being in here, brother. Appreciate it. I was just going to do a quick little unboxing of
Oh,
something
nice.
that Littlefoot contributed to, and Jesus,
Yeah, stick around a
also
little bit.
365. And then we have been on for over 2 hours. And speaking of wives, I think I hear mine down there probably wanting to hang out. So we'll see. Do a quick little unboxing here. This, I thought it would come from Arizona, but it actually came from Wyoming. And how
Yeah.
come this? Oh, you got to cut that tape too. All right. Do you guys not know how to do unboxings? You got to cut all the tape. There's tape there. There's tape there. Cut that tape. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? Pink stacking peanuts.
Oh, nice.
That's just what I
That's
ordered.
all right. Here it comes. I haven't seen this yet, so I'm paying
Oh,
attention.
I
Oh wait,
haven't
no,
either.
make it full size, dude.
Huh? What? Shit.
Make it so full size. Blow it up.
Jeez, man. I
All
haven't
right,
done this.
there you
Oh, it's black.
go. All right,
I
you ready?
got this
Oh,
on
it's
Saturday.
black.
I've been dying to open this.
Oh, it comes in a little baggie.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, look at this.
Wow,
Comes
classy,
in a little. I found one of these little silk baggies in my wife's drawer.
dude. You know what? I bet you for when you bought that, it's probably below spot right now.
No, not quite. Not far from
No,
it. I feel like should I put on here? Hold on. Let me get
put
the.
on some gloves.
All right,
No gloves,
bend
no
over.
love.
Bend over. Feel a little pressure.
Gonna feel a little pressure from behind.
All right, let's see.
All right, dude, you gotta shave those arms.
Man, hey, you know,
You're Italian.
oh,
Oh, look at that.
upside down. Ta-da!
Wow,
That is cool.
it is. Now
Number 96.
is that lasered?
Yeah, it's got to be laser.
That's pretty damn cool though.
Number 96, they put the little serial number right there.
96 of 1,000?
Um, no,
Damn, if that's number 96, that's a low number.
I think it's 2025 if I remember correctly.
Interesting. That's a very low number.
Nice cast bar, and then it's just laser etched.
No
Thank
face
you,
reveal in
Jesus.
that reflection.
What's that?
No face reveal.
See my mug?
Yeah.
Blurry enough. My mug is blurry. Thank you, Jesus, for contributing. Littlefoot 365. Thank
Awesome.
you, one and all. I wasn't gonna buy it. I was trying to talk. I was trying to talk myself out of it, and then on a live stream they contributed to, and they did a super chat and said that was for the bar. So I felt that it was necessary.
Yeah, no, that was freaking awesome, dude. Man, that's great.
That was very nice of them, very kind of them. It was not um, necessary nor expected, but much appreciated. And I'm glad you guys contributed and talked me into picking that up because it is an awesome piece for sure.
And that's is that 7.77 ounces?
It is 7.77 troy ounces, which is another reason why I wanted it.
Oh yeah, it says it right there on the bottom.
Let me see. It is limited to 2025.
That is cool.
Very cool piece.
Yeah, I love it.
This is a piece that will definitely go in a deep stack
Yeah.
and only be
Hey,
sold if necessary. It's got a little ding right there.
yeah, it's like a Castmar Pro.
Yeah,
You got a great serial number under 100.
that is cool.
Yeah.
That is a very
Oh,
cool
yeah,
bar. I like
that's
it.
so cool.
It
Beautiful.
reminds me a lot of First Mint's bars, just a simple cast bar and then they laser engraved on it.
Yep.
I almost dropped it. See that?
Yeah, careful. You'll have another day. Awesome, man.
Very
Congrats. Congrats on that.
that put a smile on my face. I like that one. Very cool. I like the unique weight bars. That'll go good with my 1776 bar.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's cool.
So
Very cool. See, I don't get cool shit like that.
well, because you're a stacker of opportunity, and
That is
I'm
true.
just
There ain't no opportunity getting me that.
so it's got about $8 premium on it.
Woo.
I don't remember. Well, now I'm sure it's from what I paid. I'm not that far off.
Yeah. Mishy Stacker, no worries, mate. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you.
Listen to you. We've been on the UK guys a lot. You got mate built into
I know.
your
I've
built
been
into.
saying mate, Loke. What else? Oh, did anybody hear the Craven roast
That
on
was
Saturday?
awesome.
That was freaking gold.
That was awesome.
It was. If you guys did, you guys got to get in on that, man. Those guys are funny.
Holy cow! So I paid. Wow.
All right, show the receipt. Hide your name and address.
The difference in price from then and now. Now they want uh 378, and I
Three
got it
seventy
for
eight.
357.
Wow, you are a stacker of opportunity.
See, I knew what I was doing.
Plus the discount from Littlefoot and who else? Oh, Jesus,
Jesus
and I think 365. Right?
365 was also in on that chat and contributed. Yes, they're very
Awesome,
nice.
man.
So I ended up paying 46.03 an ounce. So at today's price, that's less than $6 over spot.
Yeah, less than five. Right?
I'll take
About
it.
a little
Uh,
over five.
Shep says my current stacking is savings for the down payment on my next home in a few years, so I support it, especially if you have a high interest rate. That's the thing. My interest rate is not high, and neither is my mortgage payment. So I don't know. It would probably be wise for me to just hold off on paying it off, but we'll see. Like I said, it's still a ways away.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, my mortgage payment. I got like 3 years of mortgage payments left. I think I owe about 30 grand on my house, and I'm not going to pay it off. I'm not doing it, man. I'm like, they got all their money. They're just going to have to wait.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I agree.
Yeah,
Chef says, do you ever play the slot machines that pay out the silver strikes with the brass rings? I have not. Those are downtown, and I don't go downtown often. I don't play slots often, but I do need to get down there and do that someday. That would make for good content. I've seen those videos online. It
what
would
are
make.
they? Those casino tokens, you mean?
Yeah, there's a slot machine that pays out in some of those casino tokens.
I got you.
Some of them, I think there's like one I think that is actually silver, and it's a limited one or something.
I think they
But
all used to have them, though, right?
what's that?
They all used to have them, like I would imagine.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how often they had them in silver.
Yeah, yeah. I picked up a couple of those. I got like three of those, or maybe four, in the last couple of weeks. But that'll be in my next video. My
I
next
saw that.
unboxing.
Silver State said he just locked buyers in on a 2.5% year one, then 3.5% year two, and locked at 4.8 for the remaining on a 30-year.
Yeah, that's not bad. My son, he got 3.99, and the builder actually paid the buy down. It was 6%, and the builder paid it to buy it down to 3.99.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did great.
So he's locked in at 3.99%.
I'm sorry.
So you said he's locked in at 3.99%?
Locked in for 30 years, 3.99.
That's good.
Yeah.
So it seems like the interest rates are coming back down.
Well, that was a buy down. They had the builder actually offered that as incentive.
They did that when I bought my house. I was at like a 3.75%. And when I bought my house, it was a new build, and they offered it through their lender or whatever at 3.25. So
Yeah.
yeah, Silver State said that's what they did. The builder paid down, did the buy down.
Yeah, his builder, they dropped the price 20 grand from when he looked at the house a month or two ago. Then they gave him a concession for like an allowance for glass shower doors, included blinds. They threw in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it had some upgrades already because it was a house that somebody else ordered and then they backed out. So it had some upgraded cabinetry, things like that. So I think he did great.
That sounds like the very similar situation what I had. It had like I want to say 15,000 in upgrades that they couldn't charge me for. And it was like
Yeah,
little shit. It's like extra padded carpeting, which I don't really feel the extra padding. And then yeah, they gave me like a 7,500 credit for upgrading to other stuff, and I got to go to like the little home builder office and pick out. I did um blinds, which pretty much took up 7,500.
pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Blind.
I'm like, what the
Yeah,
hell is? I'm like blinds. I'm like, that's all I'm gonna get. I mean, they're nice wood slatted blinds or whatever, but I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, but it's like you got to look a gift horse in the mouth. It's like free money, you know,
Oh yeah,
something you didn't have to pay for.
absolutely.
And for what you paid for the house, I'm sure you're way ahead now.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
very much.
like my son was kind of like a little worried. Now he makes good money. Don't get me wrong. He can afford the house, but he's like, Dad, I'm going to be like, a little bit tight. It's more than my rent that I'm paying now. I said, dude, in 10 years, you're going to laugh at what you're paying.
Yeah,
You're going to be like, your payment is going to stay locked for 30 years, which he's not going to be there for 30. But after about 7, he'll probably turn it over and rent it.
yeah. That's
And I told him, I said, your payment is locked in for 30 years. Don't worry about it.
that would be my plan. Would be to if we were to downsize or anything, would be to rent this and take that money and put it towards a new mortgage,
Mm,
especially with what rates are at and everything.
yeah. Yeah, we thought about what we're going to do with my house. Are we going to sell it? Or are we going to rent it? Because, I mean, I don't want to, in retirement, I don't want to live here.
Right.
I definitely want to move somewhere else. Not sure where. Probably, honestly, your neck of the woods somewhere. Maybe
Not a
I'll be
bad
your
area.
neighbor, Vegas.
Hey, the neighbor's house. Um, they're never there.
Yeah. No, but seriously, what we thought about doing was we thought about renting the house that we have here and then go on the road for like a year, get an RV and just go on the road and go from place to place and see if any one place jumps out.
I know one of my buddies did that. They converted like a little minibus into a RV and they sold their house here. They traveled around for a while and I think they landed in upstate New York because I think his dad was there, so
Yeah.
they landed there.
Upstate New York is beautiful in the summer.
Yeah, I bet.
In the winter,
I told him, I said, enjoy the
it's like
winter time.
Green Bay. It's like the frozen tundra in the winter.
Yeah, I bet.
No offense, Becky, if you're listening, but she knows. Trust me.
Yeah. So it's
And
been
TJ,
2.5 hours. I'm gonna go hang with the wife.
yeah, do that.
I'm sure you need to hang with your wife or get some sleep, one or the other.
My wife is already out. She's out cold sleeping.
She had a long weekend.
She did.
Yeah.
She had a great time.
Silver State, I gotta check out Toll Brothers and Cadence. Cadence, I think, is a nice area if I remember right. Stack That Gold says New York has two seasons, winter and construction.
Yeah.
Um, thank you everybody for being here. Stack That Gold, Silver State Stacker Shep. B Taylor, as always, from start to finish, greatly appreciated. Chris in Virginia, good to see you as always. Littlefoot was here. Mishy Stacker, Matt Wingate. And I think that's as far back as anybody because a lot of people left. There's only 12 people watch still left.
FG stack.
FG, I forgot. I'm sorry, FG. You're always listening. You're always in the background. Probably
Yep.
pouring or 3D printing, one or the other. Stuart, can you
And
get a refund? Stuart wants a refund on something.
FG, my wife is back. I'll talk to her about that situation we've been discussing, and I'll let you know tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Sounds like a video.
Super secret mission.
Secret. Mission. All
Yeah.
right, thank you. That's me getting delirious and starting to sing again.
There you go. All right, brother.
Thank you guys. Saturday we might have a good guest as well. Blue Collar Stacker. We'll be talking to them tomorrow to find out. So stay tuned to the promos. If we do land them, the promos will be out to show that.
Yeah,
And
that might be a really good one. Might need a little bit of help from Silver State if he's interested. So
uh,
leave your calendar open for Saturday morning.
do you want to text Silver State about it, or you want me
I
to?
will. Yeah, I'll text you
Okay.
tomorrow, Silver State.
Okay. So and then next week will be Pit Bullion, which will be an awesome show. I could imagine. Thank you, Thousand Air Radio, for stopping in as well. Someday he might be on the show as well once he gets time in his schedule. Um, so that'll be cool too. And thank you for the super chat. Thousand Air Radio. I would also like to give a big thank you for Jesus, Littlefoot, and 365 for contributing to my new Scottsdale piece. Greatly appreciate that as well. Thank you, everybody, and we will catch you on Saturday morning. Enjoy your week.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you later on.
Later.